Coach Fenley, who's notorious for being early, showed up to a gym at a tournament called the End of Oregon Trail. It was a very popular, it was kind of where everybody went. I played on a big AAU team out of Los Angeles. I didn't know he was there. You know, at the time you're just trying to play your best in front of these coaches that you're being exposed to. About a month after that tournament, I was told that the head coach from Iowa State really liked how I played point guard in a certain game. Come to find out, he got there so early, he wasn't even meant to watch me play at that time. Saw me point guard the last 2-3 minutes, didn't score, didn't play defense, still haven't done that. But kind of got to watch me this is how I played the game of basketball, and it was trying to involve my teammates, trying to make good plays at the end, trying to understand tempo, timing, and he said in those couple minutes, that's all he needed to see. And so kind of as fate would have it, Coach Fenley saw me and liked what he saw, and enough to ask my AAU coach would I come to Iowa, and he said if there's a gym, she'll come. And so I fell in love with Iowa State early on in the process. There were quite a few other schools, but that's how it came to be, and I'd say I made a pretty good choice for once. I likened a lot of how I played to trying to be like a chess player, but I honestly, my freshman year, felt like I was playing checkers when everybody else was playing chess, and that's the maturity I needed from Coach Fenley. That was the coaching I needed from him and the whole staff to help me get to the speed of play. For me, I was never the tallest, I was never the quickest, I was never the strongest, I was never the fastest. But I knew that if I could get people around me who believed more in themselves than maybe they did, I knew that if I could get the ball to the right spot at the right time, we'd have a higher chance of getting offensive output. And I just knew that I alone couldn't do any of this, both as a player and as an individual. And so it's next to my family, it's the best team I'll ever be a part of, and that's Iowa State women's basketball.
85-83, 31.8 seconds to go. They trap Lillis over in the far corner. Ball's knocked loose underneath. Iowa State has it, makes the layup, and we're tied at 85.
I remember for me, that game solidified my decision to come here to play in front of Hilton. It was rocking. I get the chills sitting here just thinking about games like that mean so much way beyond basketball to so many members of our community. I would still tell you next to my current house, Hilton Coliseum's the safest place I've ever been. I loved going there at night by myself. I loved going there when there was 10,000 people and everything in between. Even though I got through out of practice once or twice, maybe 3 times, it was still a place that I found myself for 4 years. And I did it before we had the Sukup practice facility, so we didn't have a place to go to. I'm not gonna name the janitor who hooked me up and used to get me in late at night, early in the morning. But when I think of just me at my most authentic, safest, most enjoyable self, it's been in Hilton Coliseum. I've been in a lot of basketball gyms in my life, and I've been in a lot of places, and I've traveled all over. Hilton meant more to me probably in the hours that nobody ever saw. And so to be able to perform or to be put on a stage or to be applauded in the way that Hilton does in such a public way, it meant everything to me.
McFarland up the left side, and Nedovich misses a layup. Rebound controlled by Iowa State. 6 seconds to go. Down the right side, Ann O'Neill left side to Medders. Three-pointer is up. It's good! Medders hits the three-pointer, and Iowa State's going to win it. 64-62. There's a tenth of a second on the clock. 1/10 of a second.
But what I remember most about that play was it was either all 5 players or at least 4 of the players on the team touched the ball for that to happen. So even though I got on SportsCenter, even though Ann tackled me like I was, a running back she was trying to save yardage from at the end, Katie Robnett, Mary Fox was on the court, and Megan Runavdi as well. And I don't remember again if all 5 touched it, but I remember that everyone was a part of what allowed me to shoot that 3-point shot that ends up again on SportsCenter. And the memories, I don't have many necessarily on the court of this many points or this stats or this game that was won, but I could tell you I could tell you the notes Katie Robnett and I used to pass on the charter plane home. I could tell you, the depth of conversation Mary Fox and I would have, or more things of that nature that were relationship based, and that's why this just, it means a lot. I wouldn't be anywhere without these people. Some of them are my best friends, and I talk to on a regular basis, and I lean on them still, and they lean on me, and it's kind of like we're just playing a different game, and instead of basketball, it's life, and we still have each other, and that's what means the most. But I still look into his eyes, and I know that I have someone who would do anything for me, someone who has done everything for me. I mean, he gave me the chance of a lifetime, and now we get lifetime together, and that means a lot in a lot of ways. It's really hard for me to put that into words. For me, it's just so personal. You know, I think people would assume Lyndsey lives in Ames, Lyndsey's last name's Offenley, Lyndsey still goes to Hilton all the time. You know, Lyndsey's got a 515 area code. What does really a Hall of Fame mean? And I would say it means everything.